inside the NBA is moving to ESPN.
Okay.
You knew this, right?
I don't follow basketball. Go Knicks.
Yeah. And you just say, I don't follow basketball. Go Knicks.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same breath.
Yeah.
I don't follow basketball.
Well, I'm a Knicks fan.
Then why would it matter?
Well,
if you don't follow basketball.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me where it is, but go Knicks. I mean, I'll follow the Knicks. Right. I'll root for them.
Inside the NBA, is it dead? And here's why I asked this question. What makes Inside the NBA on TNT so great is they basically let these four guys talk and communicate and bounce basketball back and forth with no net.
Is Charles Barkley on that show?
Yes.
Fabulous.
It's Charles, Kenny, Ernie, and Shaq.
Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny
Smith. Kenny Smith. Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
He was with the Rockets. He was Kenny the Jet.
Yeah, well,
he's not much of a jet now. He's kind of pigeon-toed, and it hurts to watch him walk.
We all get old.
But they have great personalities, and TNT's had amazing success by just letting them be. Now they're going to ESPN, which isn't it owned by Disney?
Yeah. ESPN's owned by Disney. Yeah.
Wait, did you move the monitor over?
What monitor?
The one that we're looking at.
Yeah, I think I accidentally did knock. I accidentally knocked down the TV.
Okay, because I can only see like a quarter of the screen. I remember seeing, so I can't see Lenny at all in this shot.
That'll make it easier for you.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I can move it back for you.
Yeah, that would be helpful for all of us to be able to see that.
So,
but the success is them being able to just free talk whatever they want to do. But now they're
sort of like us.
There you go, a little more. That's it. Perfect. There you go. But yeah, so we can just free talk. There's no director who's basically giving us, direction.
Right.
I guess that's what a director would do.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's no corporate really breathing down them.
No.
I see this killing this show because Disney owns ESPN, correct?
Correct.
Disney wants to control everything they ever lay their hands on.
Well, here's the issue, though. I mean, do you watch the Pat McAfee show at all? But that's kind of... So basically what the deal is, it's going to be similar to what it is with the Pat McAfee show because Pat McAfee still owns the right to the Pat McAfee show. His company still produces it. ESPN just pays his company to produce the Pat McAfee show.
So ESPN won't own the show?
ESPN will not own the show.
Okay.
They will own the rights to broadcast the show. TNT will still broadcast the show from their studios in Atlanta.
Take notes, Florida Man Games.
Will this get rid of the ESPN analyst?
No.
Shoot.
This will not.
Those guys are terrible.
Well, my question is...
This will not get rid of... Here, so hold on a second. Let me go and double check the audio here so I don't sound very echoey. This will not get rid of the... This will not get rid of your Stephen A. Smith. This will not get rid of Kendrick Perkins. This will basically, but however, the Inside the NBA crew will take over I believe for the Eastern, for whichever conference finals. Then they'll also be the main analyst crew for the NBA finals when it's on ABC for next year.
Yeah, my question is this: what happens to Ernie Johnson? Isn't he an announcer for TNT?
He'll stay on Inside the NBA, but when it comes to like doing Major League Baseball on TBS, he'll still be on TBS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is sub-licensed from TNT to broadcast on ESPN. And actually, because of this deal, I believe some Big 12 games will be broadcasted on TNT, but they'll be produced by ESPN.
Okay.
And how many schools are in the Big 12 now? How many schools are in the Big 12 now?
I think there's 16.
The Big 12, 16.
Exactly.
All right. So what I was hoping that, what's the guy's name? Kendrick
Perkins will be gone.
I was hoping he'd be gone.
He will not be gone.
I think he is just bad role model. I think he's bad in everything he does, and I wish he was gone.
Am I correct in that this is going to be Charles Barkley's last season on the show?
what I understand, he has a long-term deal with TNT. He's going to be sticking around for a bit.
Okay, I thought he had announced. I thought he announced that he was stepping off.
Do you remember not from I think we remember from 93 to 98. He basically threatened to retire every single year because of his bad back and all of his injuries that he had. And I think he said if he won the championship against Michael Jordan, he would have retired at the end of the year.
That never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just asking if he's going to leave the show because he kept saying that this was going to be his last season doing the Inside the NBA.
I really just played. That was just to get more money out of TNT for his future deal. So I was like,
it worked.
Good, because if he leaves, the show will probably.
I think it struggles. I mean, Kenny and Ernie carried it fairly early, but it was nowhere near the show once Charles
Fabulous.
Joined the team. It was amazing, and then I think Shaq added a totally different level to it. Mm-hmm. I think the show definitely survives without Shaq.
Oh yeah,
100%. It doesn't survive without Charles.
And honestly, I will say, out of the current four right now, Shaq does not provide the best analysis for basketball.
I don't think Shaq has so many different businesses.
Exactly. He's got irons in every fire.
He has more businesses than I do.
And that's speaking a lot.
And his are worth way more.
Yes.
Way more.
Yes.
And he's a deputy sheriff.
Oh, yeah. He works with a lot of charities and works with a lot of local sheriffs. But another thing as well is if you go on Twitter, on any point, you may have seen him beefing with another player at currently at the time, bring up his past. Have you ever seen the famous clip of him going, "Google me, Chuck. I have 4 rings. You don't know what you're talking about. Google me, Chuck." Mm-hmm. It's he is putting his insecurities out in the public to say "No, I am the big guy. I'm the big guy in the house." These players are acting so soft over here. It's dudes, just stop.
Yeah.
Another thing is, but also
I'm sorry. I agree with them. The players are soft.
Oh yeah, 100%. The players are soft.
They're turning into soccer players, and it drives me absolutely nuts.
But taking dives.
Taking
looking
dives,
for a red card.
And then they get a hangnail. They're out. I mean, what was your guy's name? Willis Reed.
Willis Reed.
Yeah,
the guy played through serious pain.
He could barely move.
Get up, Willis.
And he still was there.
I don't know if I told you this, but on the way down, and I may have, down the steps into Penn Station from 7th Avenue, there was a Dwayne Reed drugstore on the right-hand side, and for years they had a full 2-window blow-up poster of Willis Reed laying on the floor in Madison Square Garden. I think it was from the '69 playoffs when they won. And all I kept doing every time I'd walk past that, because I was commuting back then, "Willis, get up, please, Willis, get up." Man was tough. That was a good ball, though.
I mean, but those guys don't exist.
No.
Anymore.
No, not so much.
Yeah.
But we can also say that goes back to the owners as well, because if their player gets injured, it's your season's done. You lose money because of that.
And that's the point I was going to make, is because of the value of these contracts.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't behoove you to play hurt.
Right.
You're in it for yourself and your next contract.
Right. Instead
of being in it for your team.
Right.
And there's still guys that are ultra competitors that exist, but you still got to look out for number one.
Right.
And this is their business. And a lot of these guys might only play 5 or 6 years. And they're not really qualified for a lot of other jobs, especially a job that's making them 20, 30 million a year.
You mean like Cooper Flagg, who's 17 years old, 20 years old, 19 years old, and is going to come out, maybe with a college degree from a very good school, maybe not with a college degree. I don't know. Is he graduating Duke or not?
So he's the projected number 1 pick for the NBA draft. The draft lottery is tonight. So I think he's only 19. So this is his freshman year.
Right. So, he doesn't have a college education. But, on the other hand, I'm not holding a telethon for any of these guys that are making $30, $40 million a year. And if they play 2 or 3 years, either you're squandering your freaking money and you're a moron.
Exactly.
Or you get a good financial advisor, you put it away, and you're set for life. Play one contract and do whatever you want for the rest of your life with $40 million plus interest.
Exactly. But I mean, that's the whole difference in the game. You don't play for your team anymore. It's all about individuals and stuff like that.